Super Fudge and the Tales of Fourth
Super
Grade
Fudge.
Nothing.
That was not what I thought it was about.
No, I mean, even back then,
Yeah.
it seemed a little risque. For the time, for the zeitgeist.
I read a lot of Encyclopedia Brown. Judy Blume, though, I did read.
Encyclopedia Brown, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you read The Babysitter's Club.
No, I did not.
Really?
I hate kids. Judy Blume.
I actually saw an amazing
that's when,
documentary about
there were
Roald
like peeps
Dahl.
banging in those books, right? That was the big thing.
Was that what they were doing? Hey. I always wanted to have a sports bar where our slogan was Portland's wettest waitresses. But and waiters, like wettest waitrons. Like, so wet.
How did they get wet?
They love working here so much. You know?
The wettest waitrons?
Yeah, Portland's wettest waitrons.
Gender nonsense.
It has to be. It's 2018. You can't leave the boys out anymore. They want to be wet too. Given the way that you turned out,
Yeah.
I'm really curious as to what your favorite movie was growing up.
Well, it was Labyrinth. And
Oh, that
followed
makes
closely
sense. Yeah.
by He-Man Masters of the Universe.
Oh yeah, that's where you
Although
get your
I feel like they really
wardrobing
dropped
from.
the ball with Orko. They made him that like weird, like trolly dude.
Oh, you're talking about the live-action Masters
I'm
of the
talking about
Universe
the live
with the
action.
synthesizer?
Yeah, with Frank Langella
Oh,
as
that was
Skeletor.
good. That was good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
they the original He-Man and the Masters of the Universe had a post-credit sequence, which was rare back in those days. Now it's
What
like
is a
every
post-credit sequence?
It was Skeletor coming back up through the slime, going, "I'll be back." He literally said the Schwarzenegger line. Look it up. "I'll be back." You know.
Wow.
And with the like laugh. Yeah.
I get
Frank
Skeletor mixed up with
Langella.
Cobra Commanders sometimes when I try to do the impression of them. They sound the same.
But Labyrinth, because it was weird, and like you could see David Bowie's package like really well in like this spandex outfit when he had the like pirate shirt on.
Yeah.
Naked Gun,
Karate,
I remember.
Naked Gun 2,
seeing in the
Naked Gun
theater.
2.5 was
That was
great.
a rare sequel that's better than the original.
You know, and he's like, I didn't see your name on the guest list. Sometimes I use my maiden name. So,
Oh, he was so good when he was like in his
good.
prime.
I mean, he's done some like real bullshit
He
too,
rode
but,
that
yeah.
bit a little too long, but
Yeah.
still.
I mean,
like-
OJ's in that movie. OJ gets knocked out of the Nordberg.
Yes.
Yeah, he's like the best part of it. He gets dragged under the truck. I thought that was like a metaphor for what's to come. Or Pat's Pizza in Yarmouth. It's a place where I have been here both after a Little League game that I was playing in for a pizza buffet, and I've also been blackout drunk here several times in my 20s and 30s. So that's a nice, this place has been here for me for a long time. Pat's, this is if you are living in Yarmouth and you aren't an asshole, then you've been to Pat's quite a few times. I'm learning the limits of the human body, and that, the problem is you have all these stations where it's like there's 27, there's 33, where if you die as a 27-year-old, it's like this, gone too early, and then you figure, I was like, well, I knew I wouldn't go at 27 because all the big guys go at 33. Farley, I think John Candy, Belushi.
The
so I was
Jesus
like,
age.
Yeah, I was like, okay, great, 33. So I didn't really live my life like I was gonna go much past that. And then all of a sudden, like I got past it, I'm like, now nobody's even gonna give a shit.
Right.
So now I'm just gonna die, and it's just gonna be like, oh.
Right. You move into that age where it's like people are like,
After 33, they don't care anymore.
Yeah.
So now I was like, I guess I have to try to stay alive. Part of me realizes now that the single most decadent thing in the world is waking up without a hangover. Like literally waking up and being able to take a full deep breath and not feel
great.
sick, nauseous, like headache.
That becomes the goal.
That is like the best. I mean, there's no better feeling. No drunk or high or acid. Nothing feels as good as when you wake up in the morning without a hangover.
And there's no anxiety.
Nobody ever says, "I really wish I drank more last night."
No.
Said nobody ever.
No. The older you get, like the more people you know who die, and it's about finding that balance, because that's never going to stop. It's only gonna get more often, and people close to you, people peripheral, people close to people you're close with, and it's but that makes it all the more important to like find out the things that excite you and that like you're passionate about and that you love, and like finding that balance, because the shit is never gonna stop.
Right. Everything
Ooh, that's the breadstick?
Yeah, that's the breadsticks. Look at those, huh?
Oh, so it's like a big folded over and then cut. That's awesome.
It's delicious.
That
is a children's breakfast size bowl of marinara sauce right there.
Paper cups. They're not
pussyfooting with the marinara.
They're not pussyfooting.
No. We're gonna go next door for some Giffords. You know Giffords?
I do.
Yep.
That's ice cream, right?
Some Giffords French vanilla.
Do they have soft serve, babe?
They do, but your flavor choices are much more limited.
Good. I don't like a lot of choice.
No. Joe likes to be enslaved by his ice cream choices. Somebody inside said that they'd never heard of me, but clearly I'd heard of me. I think referring to me as being a smidge arrogant.
No.
I wasn't even trying to be that time.
Yeah. I'm way more arrogant than you.
Yes. I was in the Royal River Ramblers, which was a bunch of 5 to 7 year olds who would wear sweatpants and synchronized t-shirts and go out and run with a teacher, I guess. I one time actually got lost. I apparently lost the pack. I don't know how I did that. And people had this kind of special thing to come find me, like a special search team, because one of the Ramblers was down. And they found me out by the power lines somewhere.
Oh, God. Rambling. So it was a running team that rambled?
Well, we were kids. Your legs aren't developed enough to run yet. All you can do is ramble. That's what I told myself.
What does rambling look like? Is it like...
Can you ramble for us?
Now I'm too old to ramble. That's the problem. I can saunter now.
You're very good at sauntering.
Yes, I am.
And a face that no one can stand. I got a sticky hand.
Millennials love doing poppers at a bar, which to me is like, don't shove poppers under my nose unless you want something specific to happen after that. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Like if I turn around, hey, here's a popper. I'm
That's
like,
the Joel, That's the Joel Beauchamp promise.
Yeah, it's like it's like when the Wile E. Coyote looks at the Roadrunner but just sees like a roasted chicken like floating in the air. That's what happens when you shove poppers under my nose, and then I look at you.
Can you tell me more about your knowledge of millennials doing poppers at bars?
Well, I've heard.
The depth of my view, it seeps like a mist from my toe and my heel. My touch is a crush, my borrow's a steal. I know